Hi, welcome back to part 3 of I Bought a Trinket Shelf. This is Kathy Dowd, the DIY crafter gal. If you caught the end of part 2, I said that this wasn't going to be an issue anyway. When it dried, it looked pretty flush, and I did add a little bit of glue in here. Once these panels are back in place, it's going to hold this down anyway. I did do some gluing, and I didn't film it all. I glued some of this. This is all veneer. Everything is veneered on. And as you can see, there's a piece here missing. Oh, I do have something that might work perfectly there. It just might be a little light, but I can't get my hands on it at the moment. Hopefully it'll turn up. But I am using Gorilla wood glue. It's a little on the older side, but I've been making it work, and I've glued some of these areas where the veneer had come off just about completely in some of the areas. And let me see if I can find another one that I did. I guess I glued them on so well I can't even find them now. And then I did a little bit of light sanding after I glued some of them on. Gee, and this had a lot, as you can tell. That had a lot of areas that needed glued down. That might have been the worst one, actually. So I think the next thing I want to do is, there's this hole in the back of the trinket shelf, and I luckily found a little piece of the veneer off something else, and I am going to glue that in right now. That's what God made fingers for, right? That'll all clean up later. Slide this in place. Where'd you go? Okay, I've got a bottle of oil laying on it, and I actually found a little tiny piece to fill in the rest of that whole area. So I'm hoping it looks pretty good when it's dry. Okay, well, I have removed the weight that I had on this, and I think it did a pretty good job. It is raised up a bit, so I'm going to do some sanding with a sanding block. This is much better now. We'll get some of that debris away with a microfiber cloth. And I did take more finish off, but I am going to stain, so it's okay. It's much better. I found another place that needed glued. Well, guess what? I found the one that really needed a lot of gluing done. Just look at this. All that, all that, all that. This piece is really bad, so I am going to glue this, clamp it, and let this dry until tomorrow. Really had a lot of problems, as you can tell by where it's taped up. Okay, I have gone over the whole back of the shelf, I guess we'll call it, with the microfiber cloth, and I'm getting ready to stain now. I'm using Minwax Special Walnut. Unless I want to address this. Well, there's one thing you should know about me. I'm a kind of an impatient DIYer. I started to stain, and then I got this one that I can't, of course, because it's drying. And I just went ahead and stained all the rest. And I even flipped these ones over and stained the other side. So now I got to do the other side of this one. I guess I was thinking my hands were already dirty. The stain was already stirred, and why not just keep going? And I unfortunately stained even this one that has that problem. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I don't always do things in the order you should. I may give that a try. My wood filler is hard. It has hardened, so we're going to soften that up with some water. Just add some water and let that sit a while. It's pink, but it's color changing, so it will be natural color when it's dry. Okay, so I have added the wood filler. I just need to let it dry now and then clean up the excess around the area. Might need to do a little light sanding, and then with that I'll probably need to restain that area. Well, it's not been working so well to fill in that hole with the wood filler. I found a piece of the veneer that had broken off of something else, and it was about the right width. So I'm going to glue it on to the edge to kind of give this something for the wood filler to adhere to. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'll get this aligned a little better because I can see it's not aligned perfectly. Get it in place, tape it off, and we'll see when it's dry, then go from there. And if this idea doesn't work at all, I guess we'll just be leaving it look like like someone took a bite out of the wood. Maybe I could find a little miniature gopher or something. Well, I decided to not use any tape because I'm afraid it would just pull that strip right off when I remove it, because this is so fine. So it's going to be sitting here drying in the vice grips. Okay, I just had to show you something. I found another little piece of veneer, and I put it what would be the front of this piece, but not the front when it's on the shelf, I mean. But you know how I put the one piece along the edge? Well, this is going on the flat surface. That doesn't make any sense either. Well, you'll see it when I get it all finished, because there'll be a big reveal if this worked or not. It's basically filling in a good bit of that hole. I'll still need to put some more wood filler, but I think this is going to be much better than it would have just been all wood filler. We'll see.